Hey pumpkin people, Mr. October here, and today I'm gonna save you some money because let's face it, Halloween is expensive and we're all trying to keep our bank accounts from looking like a haunted graveyard. So today we're doing a budget store showdown. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, and Five Below all matched up with 9 spooky categories to see which store gives you the most boo for your buck. Alright, we're starting big, the overall Halloween selection. Let's start with Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree came out swinging. I'm talking multiple aisles of Halloween. Full decor sections, hanging signs, spooky floral Halloween plates, even greeting cards. Who's sending Halloween greeting cards? I don't know, but if you are, Dollar Tree's got you. And what I love is how complete it felt. They had party supplies, candy, kid costumes, DIY stuff. It was like they knew what you needed before you did. And every section felt intentional, not just stuff tossed on a shelf. Now, Five Below also came ready. Their sections weren't just big, they were bold. Animatronics, posters, props, Halloween shirts, socks, inflatables the size of a sedan. It was all there. The only real miss was there was no DIY section, but they made up for it with just the size of everything and the amount. I mean, seeing a 6-foot wide inflatable pumpkin displayed in the store, that hits different. And then there's Dollar General. Dollar General, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. They had Halloween, sort of, but it was hiding behind expired ramen and bug spray. For a store that has over 76 billion locations nationwide, you'd think they would have item displays figured out, but they don't, and it's just sad. So our winner here, this is tight, but in the end, Dollar Tree edged it out. Not with flash, but with function. They take the first round. Up next, best bang for your boo, but not just who's cheaper, who delivers the most value per dollar. Let's start with Dollar Tree. Every item's cheap, yeah, but it's more than that because there's actual value here. You can build out an entire party setup or a kid costume with just a few bucks. And with the DIY section, you can create handmade decor that looks expensive but costs less than a drive-through meal. But it's not just DIY. I saw a pizza costume for $5. That's cheaper than actual pizza. I mean, just think about that. Five Below does have higher prices, but you feel it in the quality. They had this 7-foot inflatable skeleton groundbreaker. It was only $20. That's insane. Their stuff is fun and it's durable, and it feels like stuff you'll still be using next Halloween. And that clothing, the shirts and the socks and the hoodies, it wasn't filler, it's wearable stuff and it looks high quality. That's not always the case in budget retail. Now let's move on to Dollar General. Now this could have been your moment, Dollar General. You had one job, but then you bring out a cheap looking 5-foot skeleton for $40. I found a better quality, taller skeleton at Five Below for $25, almost half the price. The winner here, Five Below. This one was neck and neck until I saw the inflatables and the masks and realized Five Below isn't just cheap, it's smart cheap. Up next, DIY potential. And you already know, Dollar Tree is DIY heaven. Paintables, signage, ribbons, creepy cloth, mini pumpkins. You can grab 6 or 7 raw materials for like $10 and walk out with a full-blown Pinterest-ready craft project. Five Below had a couple of cute little build-a-decor kit things, but it seemed more like a rainy day kid activity than actual DIY. And then there's Dollar General. Nothing. I mean, okay. I guess you could do something with this skull with bubble gum, but $10? What? No way. Easy W for Dollar Tree. If you're crafty, creepy, and running on a budget, Dollar Tree is your playground. They take this one and it's not even close. This next one's a big one. It's time to talk decor. Let's start with Five Below because I think they really showed out here. We talked about the inflatables, but they had animatronics, skeletons, hanging ghosts and ghouls. I love these stackable pumpkins. They even had this dog bed that looked like a tiny coffin. It's a little bit dark for me, but what I'm saying is they had range, and some of this decor was less expensive than the batteries you need for decor from other stores. Dollar Tree also had a decent selection. I love their signs. They tend to lean more fun than creepy, but they always deliver. I love these vintage ones. You guys know me. I'm a sucker for vintage looking decor. This sign was one of my favorite things I saw. You know, their indoor decor was solid, but outdoor decor felt a little bit fragile, like a nice October gust could send your little plastic pumpkin blasting off into outer space. And then there's Dollar General, some cobwebs, some sad looking pumpkins, a skull that looked like it was made literally by a toddler. Honestly, the store itself was scarier than the decor. The winner here is Five Below. They took this round and then some. They brought volume, variety, and most importantly, vibes. Let's move on to the next round. Up next, costumes and accessories. I was pleasantly surprised by Dollar Tree. Cute kid costumes, solid accessory packs, and a few fun masks as well, but those kid costumes are really what sold me here. I mean, $5, that's crazy to me. I can't speak to the quality, but honestly, they only have to last one night, right? And $5, that's a great price for those. But let's look at Five Below. See these masks right here? They blew me away. Creepy, well-made, and dirt cheap. I mean, honestly, look at this mask. How much do you think this costs? $12? $10? Try $3. It's honestly shocking. They didn't have full costumes, but if you've already got a base outfit and just need a finishing touch, this is the place. Dollar General actually had a few masks, which was pretty cool. I like this gas mask one. Did you see that flip, by the way? Super smooth. They also had this Jason mask that was like the widest thing I've ever seen. They had a few makeup kits and some wigs. I like how this mask, by the way, is just labeled mask. But $10? No way. Winner here, Five Below. Those masks alone earned them this win. Creepy and affordable. That is a Halloween combo that I can get behind. Next, we head to snacks and candy. It's time to treat your trick-or-treaters. So let's kick things off with Dollar Tree. They had an entire aisle dedicated just to Halloween candy, and not just the weird off-brand stuff. I mean, they had ring pops, gummies, and of course, all the classic Halloween bowl standards. I even spotted Halloween Peeps, which I always forget exist. Five Below also had a solid selection, plenty of name brand favorites, and even some of those weird novelty candies that I really only ever see in my kids' bucket, like those gummy body parts. It's a little bit smaller than Dollar Tree, but it was curated well. Now let's move on to Dollar General, who finally showed up. They had a huge candy selection, variety, quantity, and value. I even saw Halloween Oreos. I mean, granted, they were hiding behind yoga pants, but they were there. They had the good stuff, chocolate bars, gummies, filler candy, heavy hitter candies, all priced way better than big box stores. The winner here, color me shocked, it's Dollar General. Dollar General won a round, fair and square. It's their first win, and honestly, they earned it. Let's move on to the next round. Our next category, party supplies and panic grabs. Now this is where Dollar Tree really shines. You walk in and boom, paper plates, themed napkins, Halloween cups, tablecloths, party favors, spider webs, chair covers. Honestly, chair covers? I didn't even know that was a thing, but now I know that I need it. They literally have everything. If you're panicking the night before a party, Dollar Tree will make you feel like you've had it planned since August. Now, Dollar General had a smaller selection, but honestly, not that bad. They had the basics, some plastic shot glasses, ribbons, spooky garland, Halloween plates, even a costume for your pet if you forgot to spookify Sparky. Honestly, it's a decent backup plan. Now, Five Below, this honestly is just not their lane. You might find something, but you'll be improvising hard, and you can find better options elsewhere. Honestly, this is not really their thing. Winner here, Dollar Tree. Hands down, if you're in Halloween crisis mode, Dollar Tree is your emergency toolkit. Up next, best surprise finds, aka the wow factor. Let's start out with Dollar Tree. Reliable? Yes. Surprising? Not really. Dollar Tree is kind of like a plain Hershey bar in your Halloween bucket. It's not going to shock you or excite you, and you know exactly what you're going to be getting. Dollar General did surprise me, but not in a good way. I mean, it was so frustrating because they had Halloween, but it felt like it was being held hostage. Let's move on to Five Below, because this is where Five Below really shined, because there were wow moments everywhere I looked. Halloween Lego kits, haunted board games, Jack Skellington succulents, Jason tote bags, Halloween tree ornaments, posters, Pennywise plushes, and the shirts? I wanted all of them. Well, okay, maybe not the Twilight shirt, but still. Jason slippers, Stranger Things socks, bobbleheads, miniatures, figurines, and none of it was over $7. This wasn't just a Halloween section. It was a full-on pop culture celebration of spooky season, and it felt fresh, current, and fun. Winner here is Five Below, and it is a total blowout landslide. They surprised me in the best way over and over and over again. Let's move on to our last category. And last but not least, shopper experience. Dollar General, look, I really tried. I went to 2 locations. 2, because I wanted to give the General the benefit of the doubt, but both were dimly lit, dusty, disorganized, and filthy. I mean, one minute I'm looking at Halloween decor, and then I look down and see jars of cheddar sauce and Lysol. Music was dated and playing through busted speakers. Honestly, it felt like walking into an old gas station at 3 in the morning in the middle of nowhere. Creepy, and not in the fun haunted house kind of way. Now, Dollar Tree was better, cleanish, organized-ish, good staff, weirdly silent. They had no music on at all, which made the whole thing feel super awkward. You know, some of the items had price tags, some felt like a scavenger hunt, but overall, not too bad. But Five Below, this store was so fun to be in. The bright lighting, modern music, clean displays, even helpful staff. I left thinking, I want to bring my kids here to explore. And that's definitely not something I would say about either of the other 2 stores. The winner here is Five Below. They made the shopping experience a whole lot of fun. All right, let's tally the spooky scoreboard, and the winner is Five Below. Look, they took this thing by storm. Awesome decor, value prices, a killer shopping experience, and more spooky surprises than I ever expected. That said, Dollar Tree really showed up. If DIY, party supplies, or last-minute Halloween rescues are your thing, they're probably your champ. Dollar General, look, you have locations literally everywhere, and you've been around for 86 years, but maybe it's time to freshen up the cobwebs and, I don't know, light a jack-o'-lantern or something. Thank you guys for watching, and as always, stay spooky.